Hello, Vegetarian 57 here. It's a beautiful, hot July day, and we are going to do some laundry off-grid style. I purchased a LAVARIO hand washing machine. I'm excited about it. I've used it a few times and it works great. I just want to share this with you. I think it's a good alternative for those living off-grid, or for those who are camping, living temporarily in an area with no services. This will get your clothes clean with not that much effort. It's actually pretty simple to use, and it's a bit of a workout, but I mean, that's good, right? So let's check it out. Here we go. We have the LAVARIO washing machine. It comes with the agitator, the main compartment, and the lid. The hoses I purchased myself, and the bucket, and of course, detergents, that sort of thing. So what you do first is you just put your clothes in. You can place it right into the basket. Just get all that in there. That's a little bit too much. Let's take some of this out. Okay, that's about one load right there. And now I'm going to add some water. And a little bit of soap. We'll get that filled up. And when we do, we'll start washing. We've got our clothes, soap, and water inside the LAVARIO hand washing machine. Now we will agitate, and this is how it's done. You don't have to press. They say to just lift it up, and as soon as you feel the weight, simply let it go back down. And that's what you do. You run it like this back and forth for a little bit and get your clothes clean. I've lifted the basket or agitator, and it's just simply draining a lot of the water back now. So to remove the cover, you unlock it, and there's my clothes. So I'm going to set these aside. And I'm going to fill the washing machine with another load, because the water is fairly clean and I don't want to waste any water. We use all the water to its fullest here. That's what it's like when you haul water. You really appreciate it. I believe water is sacred, and none will be wasted. So now I'm going to take the rest of my clothes and put it in here. And that's about a load there. We'll get the cover snapped in place, and here we go. And we'll do this load. I've washed 2 loads of clothes, or 2 baskets, which would pretty much equal a standard load in a washing machine. Now I've got a hose hooked up to the wash tub here, and I'm draining it into another receptacle. We're going to recover this water and reuse it once again, but this time it'll be used for watering plants in the garden. The gray water is recovered and used. We don't waste any of it. I've now added the clean water to the wash tub. All the dirty water is drained. We'll also add a little bit of washing vinegar as per manufacturer's directions. We are now ready to reinsert the basket and rinse our clothes. There's the clothing in a nice clear water with some vinegar added. We'll now secure the lid in place and continue with the rinsing process. And it's the same as the washing process. You let it soak, you agitate it a little bit, and you let it soak. And that's the way it's done. Finish the last rinse cycle. Now I'm going to remove the clothing and place it in another receptacle until I can drain the rinse water from the tub. Once we get the water drained from the tub, we will use the basket assembly to squeeze as much water as we can out of the clothing before we hang it. Hello again. Now that we have the water drained from the tub and the clothes washed and rinsed, we'll take the clothes that are still wet and in these receptacles, just dump them into the tub. Then you take the basket and you apply pressure with the drain open, and you can squeeze out as much of the water as possible. I sometimes wring out some heavier pieces by hand as well after, but this is an easy way to get a lot of the water out. It's what the manufacturer recommends, and you simply have to use your upper body weight. You place your upper body weight on the basket and it acts as a bit of a squeegee. This is what it looks like, and you simply apply pressure, just apply some pressure to your clothes and just squeeze that water out. This will get a lot of your water drained out of your clothes prior to hanging. Once you're done with your LAVARIO washing machine, the drum will hold all the cleaning supplies that I need, soap, vinegar, hoses, etc. And it's very handy to store. This makes it very portable and compact. And whenever you need it, everything is located within the unit. It's quite handy. Well, we're complete with our washing duties. It's time for a beer with a campfire. And you see the clothing behind me. That's a full rack of clothing. Plus, I have a couple of items there that are on the clothesline. So that's quite a bit of clothing for 2 baskets in about an hour's worth of time. And it's not constant work. It's an hour, but there's soaking involved and that sort of thing, you know. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a very handy unit for anyone traveling or living off-grid. It's also wonderful for apartment dwellers. Instead of pumping endless coin into those washing machines, you could do some of your wash right in your apartment and operate this unit inside your bathtub. So I hope you enjoyed it and showed you an alternative way to do your laundry. Have a good evening, and we'll see you next time. Vegetarian 57 signing off. Bye for now.